Hello, YouTube fam. How you doing? This is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. People won't change. People won't change in the community. They won't change in the collecting community. They want the prices to be reflective of the times that we in, you know, but they don't want to do no hard work or talking with the people who could actually change this shit. People just, oh man, don't say anything because it's gonna be like this and that. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I'm gonna still buy what I'm gonna buy. What am I doing? Speaking with my wallet, dude. I'm not buying like I was before. Shit, I cut back. I know you said, but I still see you with stuff. Yes, you still gonna see stuff, but you don't see as much as you used to see. There were hauls damn near every 2 or 3 days, and that's just real talk right there. A lot of times people don't understand that if you want someone to listen to you, you don't have to be violent, rude, outlandish. You could be quiet. And being quiet is a whole nother thing. Speak with your wallet. Let your wallet do the talking. If you stop spending, people notice. When those numbers start dropping, people notice. Dollar Tree was the place to go at one point in time. People stopped going to Dollar Tree because it started getting too high. Dollar Tree had to raise their prices, otherwise they were going to go out of business. So people backed up from them. People used to swear by Aldi, but Aldi raised their prices. People backed up from them. There are places where people just don't go anymore. Why? Because the prices are too high. Walmart, Target, those prices on food done went up. The prices on dry goods done went up. I don't know if the tariffs kicked in yet, but they raised the prices on everything across the damn board in these stores just about. And I'm not just talking about toys, bro. I'm talking about real shit that we need every day, like food, toiletries and every damn thing else, man. Real shit. Medicine. Stuff done went up. And I'm not talking about over the counter. I'm talking about the stuff that's just in the aisle. You looking and you be like, man, chlorocidin was this price at one point in time. We just said it was $9.99. It's $15.90. It's $14.99 now. You sitting there like, what the hell? Dude, you trying to figure this out. I understand these companies got to pay for bringing the stuff over here. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, man, is it that we're being scammed, or we won't speak up? We too busy trying to keep the peace. Nobody speaking up. Nobody caring. I was talking about boycotting toys, and people were like, oh, man, no, man, there's too much of real shit in the world to be boycotting toys. I said, what are you boycotting right now then? Oh, man, they out there marching. Are you out there marching? My thing is, if you're going to talk about something, be about it. Don't tell me what's going on and you ain't playing no part in it. That's the quickest way to have me look at you and be like, all right, dude, what we doing here is holding these companies accountable. And I know y'all like, well, you don't have to buy. You see the point in that. When you speak with your wallet and don't buy it, they listen. Because they realize, hey, we still got to pay these shareholders. We still got to pay these people. Man, what is going on? So they get to looking into these issues, man, that people have. This is why I say you need to voice what is going on, what you upset about. You have every right to talk to Hasbro and Mattel about bad quality. Super 7 the same way. You have every right to talk to Playmates about quality. Dude, I've been looking at this for the longest. It's like we're scared to speak out against these companies. Again, at the end of the day, we're spending our money. They're not paying us. They're not giving us anything. You're paying for the products that they're selling. And half of the time, there's no product on the shelves. If the company don't got it, which is the retail store, what you gonna do? That means either they didn't ship it, or it haven't arrived yet, or it's street dated, or whatever it may be, man. I'm looking at this, man, and we just need to hold these companies accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable, man. Hell, if you don't want prices to go up, say something. Start a petition, do something. Oh man, I'm gonna wait for you to do all the work, man. Then I'm gonna say something after that. I'm gonna wait till you really start, practicing what you preach by not buying anything. Bro, if I don't buy shit on the toy channel, people will stop watching. You do need to see toys every now and then. I think people don't realize that, this is a toy channel. I know that, you know that. And the thing that I'm looking at is, man, when I changed the way I shop, man, people got upset, man. Used to shop at Walmart and Target. Used to buy the $25 piece stuff, man. I ain't buying that shit no more. That look crazy as hell. Either that's a kid or somebody with no money saying that. Because it don't make common sense. You spending $100 and now you're about to spend $125 on just 4 toys. Is it worth it? Hell no. Half of this stuff has poor quality, man. You got to pick and choose the pieces you want. And sometimes you can't even pick and choose because you trying to build teams with your toys. And, I got the Avengers, the West Coast Avengers. I have, the Dark Avengers, the X-Men, the blue, the red, the gold, the pink, the yellow. I got the Power Ranger team, Moonlight, Sunlight. I'm just saying, you trying to get your stuff together, the way you want it. But you're dealing with a lot of stuff. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of times when we're doing stuff, people just do not listen. People hear you sometimes, but they don't hear you. People, say, I understand exactly what this man is saying. And don't listen to what I'm saying. Dude, I've been buying stuff for the longest, enjoying what I'm buying. Getting, overindulgent into it until I just had to stop for a minute, man. I was spending too damn much money. And it wasn't helping any. I was looking at some products, man, that I looked at, that looked fantastic when we first done it. When I first picked it up. And I'm looking at it over a period of time like, man, I just got so into wanting to get this character because there was no other character of this. And I'm looking at it now like, damn, they didn't even put no effort into this. And this is what happens most of the time, man. These companies look at us and laugh and, and every damn thing else. They laughing all the way to the damn bank. And we ain't said nothing. Look at the video game companies. Boy, they charging an arm and a damn leg now. And people okay with that. They charging you $80 a game. What? A Switch is $500, right? With a game, right? You buy 8 games at 50, you buy what? $80. Hell, you buy 5 games, you just about, dude, it's crazy to me. I've been looking at this for the longest, man, and we need to just call people out. Remember, Jordans were $100 back in the 80s. Now, they're damn near $200, $300 at some points and times, man. So we're being overcharged for everything, man. The Blu-rays went up. The DVDs went up. Just everything done went up. And we're sitting here, the comic books went up. They used to be like 35 cents way back in the day. Then they went, to another price. Then they were 99 cents. Then they went up a little bit. Then after that, man, it just got ridiculous. Shit, comic book right now is like $4.99 for some. And I'm just sitting here looking like, man, that's not a sustainable hobby. It's not. Because one book costing that price, think about it. Kids ain't paying $5 for a book. Hell, they ain't about to pay $25 to $30 for a toy. Hell, they rarely ban these damn Pokemon cards, really. That's grown-ass men ban all these Pokemon cards. Man, and it's crazy, bro, the way this is, working, man, because it's an overdrive right now. It's just the frenzy with the collecting situation. And nobody see that there's more damage done right now than it was early on in the game. Everything is a business now. Pokemon, business. Toys like action figures, business. Funko Pop, business. Comic books, business. Video games, business. Shit. Gym shoes, business. They selling plants. That's a business. It's crazy how it works. Even the toiletries you get from the store, if you couponing and stuff and you selling them on the other hand, that's a business. It's just amazing how this situation works. And I keep telling people over and over again, pay attention to what you're doing. Keep it moving, man. Toys, cologne. Dude, I ain't even mentioned the watches. The cologne and the watches, bro. Cologne is crazy right now. I was trying to tell people to buy the smaller bottles, and they're like, man, that cheap shit, I don't want to buy that. I want a big bottle. I want to spend $60 or $70 on a bottle or something that I don't know. Yeah, you can smell cologne. Yeah. But until it's on your skin and it sits there through the day and you're perspiring and everything and your body is sweating, that's when you really smell that cologne. You got to make sure that whatever you get, that cologne matches your body. You know, sometimes people get shit that don't match their body chemistry and it comes out stinking. And you be like, man, why do it smell like that on you? Like damn, you know, I smelled the guy that had on cologne that smelled like manure. I said, damn, and I'm like, man, that's partially his body makeup. Bro, it's just real. Man, but fam, till later, peace out.